All right, so next up we got Randy Hooser, whole lot of quit. What are we quitting? Matt, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Well, I'ma go to bed early, turn the alarm clock on. I'm a coffee black buzzing at the crack of dawn. I'm a walking out a whistle in my working song. I'ma pick it up, pack it up, back it up, don't. Yeah, I work,
hey, back it up, don't. Yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow. Okay, for sure. I never knew I could have anyone like I do these girls. I feel you. Oddly enough, underwear is mandatory in the military, so commandos can't go commando. When we're using the field, I'll be honest with you. A couple times I had to. I ain't even gonna hold you. A couple times I had to. When you in the field though, anything pretty much goes. It's just, you know, hey, if they don't know, they don't know. It's not like somebody really gonna be checking like that anyways, but I don't know. The military is different right now. Thurs Lynch, I'm glad you're in here because I was just talking about how different freaking basic training is. Like I was told, you know, I mean, I had already seen that they took out the shark attack or whatever, and then something about the no PT test for the first year. People get to their units and they're allowed to have their cell phones now. I'm like, man, this is just so different. It is so different. I wouldn't even know where to put people in the right direction as far as basic training goes these days. I mean, as far as getting information from me, I take all I can take to get my take home pay. Boy Scouts for real.
I give it all I got until I give it away. But come Friday, high day, kiss my ass goodbye day. I got a whole lot of quit in me, a lot of don't give a shit in me. The clock's about to hit 4:20.
That's exactly how I felt. That's exactly how I felt. Anytime I've ever had to work like a traditional or a 9 to 5 or whatever, like that's exactly how I felt right there.
I'll be smoking in a red hot minute, 40 hours in a jailhouse. I need a cold beer bailout. I ain't got another shift in me.
I don't got another shift in me.
I got a whole lot of quit.
Don't call me. Trying to get me to do OT. It ain't happening.
I'm calling up my buddies, get the 411 whistle up for looting, pool shooting, son of a gun.
You know what's funny? And this is how I knew that I had no business like working like a 9 to 5, because I would get jobs and then I would just quit. Like sometimes there would be a rhyme or reason, you know, and I could have probably dealt with it. It wasn't nothing that was too, I mean, there was a couple scenarios that was super duper big. That was a big deal or whatever. But for the most part, I would just quit jobs just because I couldn't. I was never happy. I didn't enjoy what I was doing. And it just never seemed, no matter the amount of money, it never seemed worth it to me. And then when I just finally just stopped completely trying to force myself to just do this 9 to 5 thing. Oh my, when I tell y'all the weight that was lifted off of me. And I know that, you know, not everybody is in a position of where they can do something like that. But, and to be honest with you, when I did it, I wasn't necessarily in a position at that time where I could have. But it's just like I said, it's a blessing to even be able to not have to do something that you don't want to do. But I'm telling you, I hated life every day. Every day. I just felt like I was working for somebody else's dream. Like I had no passion. I had no drive. Like it was just like, I was just like waking up just to get paycheck to paycheck. And I was like, man, I'd rather struggle than to do this paycheck to paycheck thing.
If there's anything again, we gonna get it.
For a little while.
We'll be drink it up, drunk. If we do it like we do it like we usually do. Man, I'll be doing, you'll be doing, we'll be doing too.
So funny question that you asked this, right? Thurs Lynch. I'm not going to say that I hate the Army. I definitely didn't. I hated the way the Army operated for sure. But as far as like my job, I didn't hate my job. Like I love the job. I just couldn't retire doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a bad job. Like that was the reason why I picked it. And it fit perfectly for me at the time. It fit perfectly. You know, like I said, with networking and all that stuff, like that's your boy. Like I excel in that, and I was a master at what I did. So it's like I knew my job very well, It's just the politics behind the Army, and we on a private stream. It's, you know, behind the scenes, a lot of racism and favoritism, and it just got tiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't worth it. It just was not worth it to me. Like, I was unhappy for sure being in, and it was, and I know that people say, like, you know, you got to try other units and all that stuff, but I didn't feel like I had that kind of time. I didn't have that in me to keep trying other units for it to possibly be the same. Like, I just never rocked that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just felt, and I felt unhappy for the day I got in, but like, I will say that I did enjoy my job. Like, if I ever had to go back to the civilian sector, like, I would definitely do it on a civilian side. I would not do it in uniform, but I would definitely do it in the civilian side, just because it wasn't a bad job. It was chill. Like, it fit me perfectly, but I just don't have a passion for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just something to do. Like, really, it was really just a stepping stone to get me to where I wanted to be. And, you know, in my case, it worked out. But you don't know how many people on my unit told me that I was going to be a homeless veteran. Literally told me I was going to be another statistic. And now these same people are asking me, how do you make it when you get out? This homeless vet is in a home.
Waking up, hell, we'll be coming to. We'll be walking out, talking about what the hell did we do? I got a whole lot of quit.
I got a whole lot of quitting.
A lot of don't give a shit.
Hey, shout out to your brother, Earl.
The clock's about to hit 4:20.
I feel you.
And I'll be smoking in a red hot minute, 40 hours in a jailhouse. I need a cold beer bail out. I ain't got another shit.
I understand, man. How many years you got till you
I got a whole lot of
You got like what, 10, 11? That's too funny about the homeless vet comment. You know what's funny is I thought about it yesterday. I thought about it last week. Because you don't know how many people from my unit told me I was going to be a homeless veteran. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know. For me to make it the way that I did, they still can't believe it. Shoot, sometimes I can't even believe it, honestly. Is my AC off? Goodness gracious. These lights, y'all. It's real hot under these lights.
And I'm Tennessee tired, and I keep looking at my watch. And I keep counting down my hours, and I'm thankful for this job and everything that I got. About 30 more minutes. This hammer's gonna drop.
This hammer.
I got a whole lot of quit in me. A lot of don't give a shit in me. The clock's about to hit 4:20. Yeah. And I'll be smoking in a red hot minute, 40 hours in a jailhouse. I need a cold beer bail out. I ain't got another shit in me. I got a whole lot of don't come and get me if you ain't got
the difference with him though is he actually completed his shift. He waited till his time off. I literally felt like I had a whole lot of quit and I quit. The last time that I worked like a job, it was, what was it, 2018, and this I think I quit right before even like the first week of December. I just remember I went into work and I was like, today is going to be my last day. And it was like, I didn't even tell them that I quit. Like, they eventually was just like, look, you haven't came into work. We're just going to have to take you off the schedule. I didn't even respond to that. I didn't even let them know I quit. Like, I just left. But again, like, and I shared this with you guys just so you guys understand, like, when I be telling y'all, like, yo, like, you know, I get to the points where I be ready to quit YouTube, like, I really be like literally like hand on the delete button. Like, and there was a period where my channel was about to be deleted. Patreon was about all the above. Because I was just over it. Like, once I stopped having fun with stuff, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I'm like, that's how I've been my whole life. I've always been that way. Yeah, that's why you don't speak that over people. D, exactly, you know? Because these same people, now they need help. Now they want favors. Now they need favors. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talk so bad about